local law enforcement really has nothing to do with this except to keep the peace on site if necessary. So there's nowhere for them to go, nowhere really for them to congregate except at the scene. We also have an aerial. Mike, thank you so much. Please stay tuned. We love your insight. Thank you for those details. Can we go to the sky now? There it is.
And so this is an aerial view of the crowd that's gathering there at 34th and Portland in Minneapolis. They're at the scene of what happened 9:30 this morning. This ICE agent involved shooting a woman, 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good, shot in her vehicle as she was leaving the scene of this ICE action that was happening this morning. And so we want to show the videos again that we've obtained here. One that shows from the front, you see the vehicle coming toward you, and then a video that we've obtained that shows from behind as the vehicle is leaving the scene. So this is the front. You see the ICE agents coming down the street, and
look in the upper left-hand corner.
They'll encounter the burgundy-colored SUV in the street. You hear some commands. Okay, now middle of your screen, there's the vehicle. Shots were fired. And that's where she crashed. Yeah, so, and there's no sound with this particular video, but we will show the other one from the other perspective. And at one point you do hear an agent come up to the door and say, "Get out of the car." But then there's another agent that comes to the front of the car too, and then you just see the car start to move. And so, and if Natalie, if we can show that other perspective, yes, we're gonna get that queued up so you can see that, because we expect Kristi Noem. Okay, we expect Kristi Noem to be speaking in 10, 15, 20 minutes, and when she does, we'll take that live. So we want to make sure that you have a chance to see this video if you're just joining us, so you can get some perspective. Let's go ahead and show the other side of that.
No! No! Shame! Shame!
So it's really hard to see there. You see a couple officers next to the vehicle. There is one officer in the front of the vehicle. When I say in the front, it's really the front driver's side bumper area. It is in front, but it is the bumper area, and as that vehicle passes through him, it does, we believe, we've been told, does make contact with him. He doesn't seem to.
When we watched it sort of frame by frame, you could see that officer come into frame, and then it looked like that's obviously where the shots came from. And so we have some reaction from the President of the United States today, local law enforcement, the mayor of the city of Minneapolis as well. And this is the president's statement after viewing the video where you see the car coming towards you. I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer, who seems to have shot her in self-defense.
What's going on?
Based on the attached clip, and again, he's speaking about the one clip that we showed you first, it is hard to believe he is alive, but he is now recovering in the hospital. The situation is being studied in its entirety, but the reason these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis. And then at the end of the statement says they are just trying to do the job of making America safe. We need to stand by and protect our law enforcement officers from this radical left movement of violence and hate. And Kristi Noem's statement is very similar. She called it an act of domestic terrorism. And again, these videos need to be evaluated. We did not see any officers on the pavement after watching several videos from people who were there at the scene.
Yeah, again, and we're no experts on those kind of incident evaluations. That's not our perspective. All we can do is give you a perspective of it as we have it, and we will give you everything we have. And then it'll be up to law enforcement, not just the federal investigators. State and local government has been very adamant that they want to play a significant role in this investigation as well. And apparently they will. We do know that the local FBI, along with Minneapolis Police and the BCA, are all now cooperating on this investigation, undoubtedly because they are federal agents. there will be a federal presence on that investigation as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And here the governor has already said that the FBI and BCA are working jointly. Our local law enforcement agencies they're not working in conjunction with ICE. They do show up at scenes like this when they do want to monitor public safety and crowd control, and that is their perspective, is keeping people safe in neighborhoods. And
y'all can't hear what I'm saying? You can't hear me? Or you only can hear me when I pause it, or you can't hear me at all. How you doing, Michelle? I'm saying you can hear me when the video playing.
and monitoring that crowd for any potential violence.
You may be wondering what we know about 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good. We know nothing other than that she is being described as a Minneapolis resident, a neighbor. Other than that, we do not know anything. Earlier, it was described. She was described before identified. The victim was described as a constitutional observer, someone who was there, as we have often seen, and often with cell phones, recording the operations of federal agents. But other than that, we do not know. We don't know the context of why she was there other than that.
And we're working to try to get more information about her and just what preceded.
Would that help y'all hear me better?
Quickly.
I don't know if the mic went
In
even.
a matter of seconds. And so we're trying to get as much information as we possibly can before you see that video start. What was the scene like? What was happening?
I don't even know if the mic picking it. It should be picking it up.
Happening in this ICE situation that was unfolding.
TV is louder than you. It's still louder than me, even though I turned the audio down.
At the time, it's very loud when you listen to a lot of the videos with sound on them. The scene is very loud because there's a large crowd that's gathering.
Well, some people saying they can hear me and some people saying they can't.
They're too far away to hear what may have been taking place between the agents and the woman in the car, and so those are all things that have to be
Alright, now the difference, cool.
evaluated as part of this criminal or this investigation.
And there is a high level of tragic irony in this as well. It was just last night on Fox 9, Maury Glover did a lengthy piece on this constitutional observer philosophy. There was a group that were training
Turn the TV up somehow.
residents and others on how to peacefully, safely observe these types
How's that right
of
there?
operations, these types of events, record these events, but do it lawfully and peacefully. And then
That's
just
better
as
right there.
Maury
Y'all can hear
was,
me. Y'all can hear the
you know,
screen.
this person,
It sounds like the TV is low in the background.
was a constitutional observer,
Is that
or
better?
described as one anyway, and she lost her life in that
Turn the
process.
TV up
In
too quick,
Governor
I did.
Walz's words,
It's
when he
still
talked to
low?
us briefly
How's
before,
it
he said
now?
this was totally predictable and totally avoidable, in his words.
Yeah, he said a number of times as the ICE presence
Do another
increased
click.
that he was
That gonna
worried
be
about
turned all the
violence
way
and
back
that
up.
people would be hurt
see.
in all of this because they do
How
become
it is now?
it becomes a volatile
No, it's channel ain't get
scene
removed.
when you bring
we dropped,
in
we dropped the
the
video
ICE
the last
presence
2
and the
days.
protesters combined. The two groups.
That's perfect.
There's just a lot of tension that exists between the two groups
Can
when
drop the
these
video.
ICE detentions are being carried out.
The last
I should
2
let you know
days.
that allegedly in about 4
One
minutes or
click too
so,
loud,
Homeland Security Secretary
DC.
Kristi Noem is supposed to take to a podium and
Like
give
that,
us
y'all?
a
It's
brief
cool.
I don't know if it's brief, a statement regarding this as well. She did in Texas. There's a shot of where she will be. Natalie, do we know where this
Yeah,
is
he
taking
changed it
place?
again.
I know
Yeah,
they
a
were
little
trying to
bit
keep
behind
it
that.
under wraps as
It's
best they
good,
could.
not gonna talk over
Okay, yeah,
it,
we don't know
right?
exactly
Pause
where it
when
is,
you
but we do
talk.
know
I
that's
can
where she
pause
will
when
be
I talk.
taking to the mic. Earlier,
Flag is
from
down.
Texas, so since
thought
this
I heard him
afternoon
say
she has
Santa
flown
got
from
the
Texas
beat
up
and
to
he had
here.
to restart.
She
He
did make a
said
statement
that?
on this. We will watch very closely to see if
Fuck the video,
anything
we
about that
wanna hear
earlier
it.
statement changes now several hours later, but
Right.
I'll give you just a brief, quick synopsis of what she said. I'm not going to read the whole thing. She calls it an act of domestic terrorism. What happened was our ICE.
What y'all think about all this? I think it's horrible that somebody died, somebody lost their life. I mean, but I did see a video where it looked like, it did look like the car hit the ICE agent, so I ain't gonna act like I ain't see that. But what I got a problem with is, I got a problem with politicians on the left and the right coming out playing the blame game for what it looked like, inciting violence. And I'm almost sure more people gonna get hurt because of what politicians are saying. Like the whole blame game thing, and now you got police is getting attacked and police is getting hit with snowballs, and I don't know. It's just the blame game shit got to stop. I don't see how we all can watch one video or several videos, however many videos it is, and everybody just saying something different. And the radical left and the radical right, and it's like everybody just always on a damn campaign trail. Everybody, it's like, don't nobody say what they see or even what they think they see. Everybody just say what's gonna benefit their beliefs or what side of the aisle they on. That's why we ain't never gonna get nowhere with this shit with it being like this. It's actually frustrating as fuck from somebody who's just gonna tell the truth no matter what. Trying to make political points on someone else just wrong in anybody book with a soul. What's up, Spacey? Media would take something a politician said and double down on it. I don't know what be going on in this damn world. I mean, maybe people should wait for all the facts come out, or you see everything, or hear everything, or, I mean, before the lady name was even out, everybody already reporting on it like they was saying. I ain't necessarily saying don't report on it, but it's like, watch what you say. Even like people I know on my personal page and all this shit, people just coming out, oh, this was a M, this was that. I mean, when I saw the first angle of the video, it ain't look like she did nothing wrong. Well, I ain't gonna say it ain't look like she did nothing wrong. It ain't look like she was trying to run them over. It looked like she was trying to run. Then I seen the video on X that Tommy posted, and it slowed down in slow motion, and you clearly see her hit the ICE agent. Now, from everybody else could judge how severe the hit was. Was it enough to start shooting or whatever? I don't really want to get into all that, because a lot of the times when we talk about these situations, a lot what people ain't taking into account is that all this is happening fast. And we watching videos and videos getting slowed down so you can see the details and this and that. But when you out there on the scene and all this stuff is happening crazy as the world already is, you got to give people some type of leeway as far as that. Like, oh, the car just tapped him or this or that. But who knows how he feel in the moment with all the hate they get. And I ain't justifying nobody losing their life or nothing nobody did. I'm just calling a spade a spade. I just feel like, and I'm not blaming this lady either, rest in peace to this lady, but I just feel like to avoid all this, in a situation like that clearly got a little hostile, I just say, just do what they ask you to do. I don't know what other outcome she thought would have happened. I ain't saying like she thought she was going to lose her life, but you had to at least know if they surrounding the car, and one of the ICE agents at least got his, from what I see, he got his hand on the driver door of the car, going to open the car door, and you pulls off. And just me being from like an urban area and being like from a hood and shit like that, if the police, CPD, is coming up to your car pulling on that door handle and you pull that car off, you drive that car off, unfortunately you're going to get shot. 100% like to avoid all this when tensions and shit already be high. Everybody's so on the edge, from the people to the ICE agents, DHS, whoever they is. Everybody already on edge, I'm pretty sure. Why not just get out the car like he asked you to? I mean, I just don't see what other outcome she thought would happen if she drove the car off. In a situation like that, you do not have the luxury of second guessing. Exactly. The way the officer shot that person like he was Denzel Washington. Is that a joke, Saint? I mean, because I don't think it's funny that nobody died or nobody got shot. It's a lack of respect for the police. They only have to believe they are in danger. I mean, for me watching that video, I can't say he wasn't in danger. I'm pretty sure most people gonna say, why not tase, why not do this, why not do that? But I done been out here at these protesters. I done been out here in these crowds. I done felt the tension that be in the air and how intense it be. And I think what most people seems to believe is because ICE agents or DHS got so much training and stuff that they ain't just regular people. Like, do anybody else hear a sound? I don't know what Ms. Boss be talking about. Hey, Tony. Do y'all hear a sound? Like a beep or something? So, still, you saying in the video he already had the weapon out? See, on the video I think it's hard to see him. Because if I ain't mistaken, the same one who was pulling on the door handle is not the one who shot her. I mean, the guy could just not shoot, but like she was trying to run him over. I don't think that's the one she ran over either. She bumped the one with the vehicle who was closer to the front. Volume sounds great, Jake. It's good to see you. Unfortunately, I got to sign off. I have an appointment to go to. It's good to see the channel up in the chat roll. Adios, chat. All right, see you later, BC. Thanks for stopping in. Don't nobody else hear nothing, Miss Boss. That's your stuff. It's your mic picking up movement. It's not bad. No, but I did have to turn my volume all the way up to here. I could start using the microphone. I hear a weird beeping. Did she have a weapon? I ain't heard nothing about her having no weapon or nothing like that unless you consider the vehicle a weapon. I think the vehicle was the threat. There's another angle she hit him before he fired. I saw the angle that Tommy shared, and what I can say with 100% certainty is that the vehicle hit him. I hear no beeping, Miss Boss. Yes, the officer she hit, I think he got out of the SUV to the right of where she was. But the officer who she hit and who shot her is not the same person, right? The one she hit is the one that fired first shot through the windshield. Wow. Do y'all think he should have shot her in the face? Y'all feel like that was excessive, or, I mean, is that another, like, in the heat of the moment thing? You know, I just want y'all to know, regardless of who was right in this situation, this finna be bad. And I know it's human nature to talk about who was right and who was wrong and something like this, and especially here in America and our country, but this ain't finna be good for nobody. It ain't finna be good for nobody. This shit is ridiculous. I really wish the lady would have just got out the car. I mean, at that point, it don't really look like you did nothing to go to jail. It don't really look like you finna spend a lot of time in jail. You a U.S. citizen. You know you ain't finna be deported or nothing like that. So why not just be like, fuck it. Miss Boss, relax. Regardless of how you feel or right, left, or whatever this is, just like somebody still lost their life though. And I mean, that's sad. If it was justified, that's one thing. But that don't take away from the fact that it's sad if 37-year-old mother just lost her life like that. It was attempted vehicular manslaughter. Who said that? Don't make them try not to laugh. Who said that? The fact that he was currently being hit by a car may have affected his aim. I don't know what's a joke and what's not. It's questionable if the round went through the windshield. 9mm struggle to penetrate glass hollow points. I know you're just saying, Ms. Boss, we just don't want to be. And we don't want to be the same stuff we complain about type of thing. I mean, if people who laughing at, not even saying you laughing, I'm not even talking about you, I'm just talking about in general, but like we don't want to be them people who make fun of the dead or say horrible things or like, oh, this the type of stuff they be saying about our side, so now it's our turn, then it makes you know better. It's like, we better than the shit we be seeing, and we better than the shit that we conversate about and got a problem with. Hey, y'all, sucks right now. He ain't in Minnesota. I bet it do. You be careful out there. Can they use a hollow point? I don't think that they be having standard issue rounds, right? Show you everything you need to see to justify it. That's on his channel right now. Huh? I forgot to spell his name that quick. Let me see if I can find him. What it was? A-S-A-N. Oh, there you go.
The reason why they're defending this woman, it's because they agree with her and they want to create an ecosystem where being violent and abusing police officers is accepted. You can see the video. It very clearly, the woman was trying to run him over. She wasn't complying with the police and they shot her. They don't show this angle for a reason because it paints a much more gray picture. And you can.
So what you saying, Numbers? Numbers, you think the same one she hit is the one who shot her? That's what you saying? Let me finna watch this video in 1 second. I must be ass backward as usual, Michelle. He recovered and shot her that quick from the front of the vehicle to get around to like, oh no, I just can't see it being him. I know a couple people saying it is. I'm just trying to get it straight for myself, I guess. I've been watching all day. Many other police driving protesters were throwing snowballs and surrounding them. I saw that too. We need to find that video. When I saw that DHS, we really she fed it. Alright, so, oh my God. What I will say is, I saw pictures of the one in the front. Yes, wow. I saw pictures of the inside of the car and just the amount of blood and all that. I don't know, it don't look like it was just no regular 9mm round. Just gotta watch. We finna watch it. Give me a second. I don't see the one pulling on the door with a weapon. I didn't see him with a weapon either. I don't think it was him. I just thought it was somebody else other than the one she hit with the vehicle. That's wild. The one she hit is the one who shot. Wow. Find the slow motion clip. It's very clear what happened. I saw the slow motion clip. It's clear that she hit him with the car. Yes. It was the guy in the front. One shot through the lower windshield. Did y'all only hear one shot? I thought I heard more shots. There's 3 officers there. There's one in the very front. Yeah, I saw it on Tommy video in slow motion. Play the video, please. Okay, at least you said please. I'll play the video.
See, there's a person. Keep in mind, there is a third officer at this car. This shows it best. Yeah, there it is. The guy who's in front of the car. Jesus. Okay. So you can see, like you can see right there, she's literally moving forward, and he had to just barely get out of the way. She's literally she's moving forward, and he had to just barely.
No way she don't see him pulling out this gun.
Jesus. Okay. So you can see, like,
Look,
you can
you
see
see
right
him
there,
doing it.
she's moving forward, and he had to just barely get out of the way. He barely got, if he hadn't moved, she would have run him over. Watch the tire. See, now the tire is moving forward. You see the tire is moving forward? With the officer directly in front of the car. You can see the spinning. This would have never happened if she had just gotten out of the car, and it would have never happened if she hadn't just tried to block the police in the first place. I see her spinning her wheels forward, right there. You're trying to run over that officer. You are. She doesn't give a fuck. Plus, if you're next to a car like that, you can hear it when it starts accelerating. You know what? You actually bring up a great point. I hadn't even thought about this. But the police officer who was in front of the car heard the wheels accelerating. And yeah, absolutely, he's gonna pull out his fucking gun. That's a great point. New pictures show the bullet hole in the windshield, so clearly shot from in front of the car. Here we go. And you can see right here, if the cop wasn't in front of the vehicle, then he wouldn't have been able to make this shot. I've seen the video. Don't breathe the propaganda machine. The state will ensure there's a full, fair, and expeditious investigation to ensure accountability and justice. You're never going to convince people like Tim Walz that what happened is justified, because at the end of the day, it's inconvenient for them to accept it, and not accepting it reinforces what they already believe. Do you think government's responsible for not fixing this originally? Actually, yes, because they've allowed these ICE protests to escalate to where people feel comfortable and they feel like it's an acceptable behavior to use their car to obstruct law enforcement. The fact is that if they had shut this down originally at the very beginning,
If that's how that lady became a part of this situation, is that what she called herself doing, like stopping them from getting past or blocking their car, anything like that? You got a problem with what all politicians coming out saying as far as what they calling for, or how they wording what they saying. That's a one-way road. That's a good point. What the fuck is she doing? He got a clip from a better angle, and you can see the ICE agent being hit by the car. What that was? MORSE, that's what that was? It ain't just no, so we'll like have to watch this whole live. It ain't like no short. This shit just look funny as hell. Look at this. Look at these damn shorts, man. Oh my god, that shit look funny as hell. Oh my god, look at this man. Oh my god. I'm saying, so we'll have to watch his whole live video.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We are back. We are doing a special breaking news emergency broadcast here. There was in Minneapolis, just about an hour ago, a shooting, an ICE officer involved shooting where ICE officers were trying to leave the scene after detaining several illegal aliens. Protesters got in the way. It seems one woman specifically in this red car here that you're looking at right now attempted to run over an ICE officer. The ICE officer defensively shot her as she was attempting to run him over, and now she has lost her life. And so now there are massive protests and potentially riots forming right this very moment. We just had aerial footage.
Intensely to try and minimize the risk that law enforcement officers get placed into a situation that the need for deadly force would be necessary.
Has there been any indication that this case?
I didn't hear the.
Now, beyond leaving the scene, they
intensely
I mean,
to try
you
and
can't-
minimize the risk that law enforcement officers
I don't really
get
think you
placed
can judge
into a
the ICE
situation
agent for
that
leaving the
the need for
scene with
deadly
what he
force would be
just
necessary.
did, and he got an angry mob out here, everything that's going on in the country.
I
He
didn't hear
probably
the
was
question, I'm
instructed
sorry.
by some type of superior on scene or something like that to get the hell up out of there.
The
Like,
question was,
after you do
any
that, it is
indication about the
fucking
need,
time
I
to
guess,
go.
getting
Like, be
back
out
to the
there just
justification of this, I
slaughtering
have
people
not
because the whole
seen
damn crowd trying
any
to rush
information
this
other
dude.
than what I have
It was definitely the
communicated.
right decision to leave.
The question was
It
if she
might
was
look
alone
harsh,
in
it
the
might
car.
seem harsh, but that's 100%
I know
the right
that
thing to do.
I think she was.
I got there shortly after this call came in. I did not see anyone else with her while I was on the scene. However, I've since been told by our
Yeah.
officers that have been with her the entire time
funny
that
as
the
hell,
spouse
but
has
yeah.
arrived at the hospital.
Oh my God.
Mayor, just curious if you're thinking about contacting
Damn.
federal authorities
Damn.
to register your concerns about this, personally making phone calls, et cetera.
Still,
Yes, we've been on the phone all
you gotta
morning.
relax.
Yeah, call Trump. See what he's got to say.
As soon as we learned about this, again, there were a series of priorities that
Excuse me, y'all.
we needed to go through. The first, of course, is to keep people safe and to help the victim in any way that we could. The second was to get ICE off of the scene.
I'm not talking about the police leaving
There
the
was
scene.
the
I'm talking
notion
about the
that
ICE agent who
ICE
did the
agents would be
crime.
necessary to
Well,
create a perimeter
shooting.
around the scene itself. They themselves
17018. All right,
were
we'll just go
creating
straight
the
to
kind of dysfunction and chaos that they claimed to be trying to help with.
Oh my God.
And so the message that we delivered very clearly was to make them leave. Now, beyond leaving the scene, they should also leave our city and our state.
Shut up.
He told his ass.
You know, we do work, our chief does work, our sheriff does work, every single...
Look, that was more than one shot. I knew it, y'all. We just gonna stay back a little bit because I'm on this damn game and PC. And I keep skipping by, skipping a little forward. So right now we at like 1 minute and 4 seconds. So we just gonna watch it till it get to that part. We at 105, so it's coming up.
There he is. There he is. You know, every time I see Greg Bovino, my brain like immediately goes back to like, you know, the year is 137 AD. The Roman legions are on the march. Commander of the legions, commander of the Germanic legions, Commander Bovino is conquering the Germanic tribes. He's like I don't know. He just looks like an ancient Roman, damn, you know, legionnaire commander or something, right? He's out here. He's
It
doing
looked like
it.
Tim Walz came out and said, "Don't do no rioting, don't do no
There he
violence,"
is.
something like that. It looked like he called for peace. At least. They took my oil too. I saw that joke. That's probably the first joke you ever told that I saw.
Show your fucking face! Show your fucking face!
They in every city, in every state saying, "Show your face, quit your job."
There he is.
Look, that's why it's important for him to leave the scene, because if he don't leave the goddamn scene, look at this crowd. Look how mad people is. Like, this shit could turn into a massacre. This could turn into a straight slaughter. Like, I don't think he should be judged for leaving. He should have left.
You're going to hell. Lady, do you even believe in hell? Do you even like
That's hilarious. Yeah. I am Aryan. You're right. Yeah.
Este güey también es de paisa. Este güey aquí.
Oh, he ain't going his scary ass out that mess.
Astounding.
Yeah, to kill the scene for the investigation. There are so many stupid people.
We
out
have
there,
a statement from Governor Tim Walz. I'm sure everybody has been holding
Yeah, I
their
mean, because
breath,
at this
waiting
point,
to
it
hear
ain't a
what
protest
this
or whatever
genius
you
has
want to
to say.
call
He
it. Like,
says,
this is a crime
he
scene.
says,
They were
I've
told to
seen the
leave from
video.
police.
Don't
They
believe
should've
this
left. I
propaganda
agree with
machine. The state
the
will
setup
ensure
there, thank
there
you.
is a full, fair,
He said that in the press.
and expeditious
Who, Walz said
investigation
that?
to ensure accountability and justice. Now, once again, for those of you that have not seen the video, maybe we have people that have not seen the video. This is what happened. This is the shooting today that sparked this entire dynamic. Here we go.
That's a little closer. Let's see.
No! No! Shit! Shit! Oh my fucking God!
People gonna be mad. I know half of this motherfucking YouTube community and half of the people who know me for being Jake and the people who know me for being on the internet with all this political stuff. They gonna say, oh, Jake a Republican, can't listen to Jake, this, that, Jake biased. From that video right there that we just saw, I don't really see how nobody can watch it and say he wasn't justified in shooting them. No, let's just go back one time. Let's go back a little bit.
There he is. You're going to hell. Lady, do you even believe in hell? Do you even like...
Don't come with the
That's hilarious.
oh my God. Don't come. If this gonna turn into some alphabet shit too. I want to listen to Governor Ford Press. That's a good idea. We could do that. It's the fault of all these people spreading fear online, directly instructing people to interfere with law enforcement. It's both sides. And you right about the people on the left and the people who organize these protests and the people who be putting basically all this poison out here and just instructing people to do the wrong thing in a lot of ways without coming up with no type of peaceful solutions or good solutions or non-violent solutions. But the right got to quit doing the same thing with the radical left and all this shit. From what it looked like, it's just was a lady believing whatever she believed. I just think people should just leave the right and left out of it when stuff like this happens. Just call a spade, call it what it is, call they ass U.S. citizens, call they ass ICE agents and DHS agents what they is. Just leave the right and left shit out of it, because all it's doing is creating more division, more separation, and unfortunately it's going to get more people hurt. It's like the same gang analogy I always use is, if you making the other side feel like we just got hit or we just got attacked or we just lost a member, what you think gonna happen? Because regardless of what anybody want to believe, anybody want to say, it's radicals on both sides. It's people who will do horrible shit on both sides. They ain't gonna make me pick no side. They ass can gone. It looked like it was like 3 shots. I mean, it sounded like I heard like 3 shots. I see it was justified for sure. We've seen these type of videos all over YouTube before. If only that energy and effort was used to unify. Exactly. Shooting into a moving vehicle is dangerous also. Definitely dangerous. Good point numbers. Compared to 99% of police shooting, 3 is low. It's the, oh my God, they're literally kidnapping our neighbors. We have to stop them garbage. That's part of the problem. That is bullshit. They shouldn't be in front of a car either. I think they call themselves surrounding the car so she can't pull off, because at that point I think they had made the decision that, okay, we done gave you a chance to move the car, we done instructed you to move the car, do whatever we telling you to do, get out the car, you're not gonna do it. So now they in the rest mode, so they kind of surrounding the car to try to like box her in. I don't think they expecting her to attempt to run one of them over, or you would think that the gun would have been already drawn. But we watched the gun get drawn once the tires start to move towards them. I mean, just calling a spade a spade. I'm not trying to take up from nobody. I'm just saying what I see. This is what I just saw. I mean, if it was anything like that, you would think they all would have already had guns drawn. From watching the video, it looked like most of them was caught off guard by what she did. And like I said, we watching videos and we slowing it down and we pausing it and we doing all this stuff. But when you out there in an intense situation like this shit just happened fast. That was a matter of seconds. It was already so heated there with fried stuff. Now that's exactly. Unfortunately, more people would be hurt. And I'm not calling for that. I'm not hoping that happened. But I'm telling y'all. We're going to watch the whole video. We just got to add context. And another thing, these videos like this, when when we doing these reaction videos, it's important for me to keep stopping the video and add commentary and pausing and reading comments and talking to y'all, just so these people can't like strike our channel and just look like we just playing their video straight through with no commentary and no context of our own. Because when we add our own commentary and we add our own context to it, that's when fair use policy, the YouTube fair use policy come into play. So we gotta kind of do it like this to protect our channel at the same time. We should be giving info of what happened prior to all this in order to see why they were contacting her. Exactly. We can't criticize them because we don't know what we would do. I agree with that. I do understand she was blocking them, but what led to this? I mean, I guess somebody's saying the ICE agent car was stuck in the ice and she just put up to do this. I don't know. I mean, that's the most context I done got as far as what caused the situation. How did this lady even get herself involved in a situation like this? I mean, and like they put her over or nothing like that. I think one thing that unified both sides, nobody trusts the government. I agree. Monday morning quarterbacking is easy for us. You see, numbers. You see our weak ass quarterback didn't declare for the NFL. He want to be Mr. Irrelevant. He want to be the last damn pick in the NFL draft. What's going on in Alabama? I know that I would do something, try to hit me with a car, same exact thing. If she trying to hit him with the car, which is putting his life in danger, he got all right to shoot. I mean, everybody know that. Now, maybe you, somebody who hate ICE, hate DHS, hate the government, hate deportation and all that, maybe you just don't want to admit that, or you want to act like you don't know that, but that she's using that car as a weapon. I mean, that's a big ass weapon. Ain't no vest, none of bro. I can tell you all 100% we on a life and death situation. Rounds come out a lot quicker than you think. I ain't been to the service like you, but I can vouch for that same point, cuz I mean, it's like number, say you don't know what you would do. When you think of your life in jeopardy and you think you might get took from the ones you love and the ones you care about and all that, you will be surprised how fast you react. You ever been scared, somebody chasing you, whether it's a dog, a person, anybody trying to harm you, ever realize like, damn, I'm running way faster than I ever thought I could run. I'm glad he going too. All right, let's start the video back. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, I am Aryan, you're right, yeah.
Florida National Guard against ICE. How is that going to help? Country is going to shitter.
Astounding. We have a statement from Governor Tim Walz. I'm sure everybody has been holding their breath.
It looked like she at fault. It sounds harsh to say, it almost sounds mean to say, because she's the one who lost her life. But
I've seen the video. Don't believe this propaganda machine. The state will ensure there is a full, fair,
and if you a politician
and expeditious
who's
investigation
on the left side of the aisle,
to ensure accountability,
or a Democrat, or whatever
and
the fuck
justice.
you want to call yourself.
Now, once again, for those of you that have not seen the video, maybe we have people that have not seen the video.
To the family or rude
this is
to
what
this
happened.
lady.
This is the shooting today that sparked this entire dynamic.
For the sake of confusion and more violence, you should come out and you should say it.
No! No! Shame! Shame! Oh my fucking God!
Bitch, you sitting here hollering shame.
What the fuck? What the fuck? You just fucking, what the fuck did you do?
So once again, we will break this down step by step. The ICE agents are in their caravan of cars. Here's the truck.
Somebody send me that.
They are trying to leave the neighborhood. The operation is over. They want to go home. This woman here has decided to park her car in the middle of the road, horizontally here, blocking the traffic. She is not allowing the ICE officers to leave. The ICE officers
I'd have been getting chased by police and jump over a gate like I can fly from trying not to go.
Get out of the car.
Try to hop that same gate the next day, like, damn, I jumped this big ass gate.
You might note their weapons are not drawn. They do not have any firearms.
That's the same point I made.
The woman,
look, even
rather
this
than getting out of the car and listening to the federal officers, puts the car into reverse.
Look at his feet.
and
His
then
feet can
puts the
easily
car
get
back
ran
in
over by
forward
the car. I'm
drive
talking about the one who
and
at the
floors
driver
the
door.
vehicle, attempting to run over this ice. There's two of them, one on the side and one in front of the car. She reverses, then
This
pedal
lady
to the metal, full steam
unfortunately.
ahead.
Rest in peace to her, blessings to
Tries
her
to run
family,
this guy
blessings to her
over.
kids, allegedly.
You might note,
I just be saying
only
stuff like,
after
hey,
does
Mama
she
Rebecca,
start
this so
driving
far in my
forward
past. That's
does he
so,
pull his gun
yeah,
out.
I don't run from no
When
police.
she
I don't
first
sell
puts
no
that car
drugs.
back
I
into
don't
forward gear,
gang bang. I don't do nothing like that.
he
no
doesn't
more.
even have his
It's
gun
just-
drawn. He only draws it in
Unfortunately, it's part of my
response to
story.
her flooring the gas. And so she floors the gas. She's
can't
driving
do it,
right
bro.
into
Shit,
him.
in video. You
And then right
can?
about here, you have your first shot. Because she actually hits him.
Which one
She
loud?
drives
I'm
right
loud
into
or the
his
video?
hip, into his pelvis. And if you don't believe me that she hit him, we can actually see that from a different point of view. Here's
She
an
did.
angle down the road. Take a look. She
I'm
drives
serious, in
into
the
him,
Lee courthouse. Jeez.
and you actually see his body recoil. Can you see that? So she
know they
hits
say
him.
she was
Only
37 years
after
old.
does she hit him, does he then open fire in self-defense.
There's no
This
way he go
woman
to
made a
jail for
series
this
of
and people
bad
finna be
decisions.
mad, but
Bad decision one, she's blocking the road.
what I'm seeing
Bad
right
decision
here on this
two,
video,
she
nothing
ignores
else,
the
no
federal
left,
order,
no
or the
right,
federal
no
agent giving her the
politics,
order,
no
get out of the
pro-ICE,
vehicle.
anti-ICE, none of that
And then
shit.
bad decision
Strictly
three,
off what we seeing in the video.
she decides to try to run
She
over
was
a federal
wrong.
officer.
And
A
he was
series of
justified
three consecutive
in shooting
back-to-back
her.
decisions.
What's unfortunate, in my opinion, is that the shot was fatal.
That results in this
But it
entire
was a
dynamic.
justified shot.
This totally could have been avoided if she was not a complete and total dumbass.
Speak would be better. I think it's a good
And of course,
shot.
you don't like to see anybody die. Here's another angle. We've got another angle here.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
This angle here, you can really tell. Shots do not start ringing out for a considerable amount of time after she's already flooring the gas. I mean, pay attention right here. You just watch. She was already blasting off before shots got fired. This is just insane. What a
And I mean, well, another point I think people ain't talking about is that they didn't overshoot. You know, like everybody ain't just start shooting. They ain't just hit the car with a barrage of bullets. Like, it's really that one officer who got hit by the car who felt like his life was in danger. I mean, after he shot the shots that he shot and was no longer in front of the car or in danger of getting hit by the car, he stopped shooting. Like I said, it's just unfortunate that she died. Well, that she got unalived. She lost her life. I mean, I guess that's just what's so hard for people to get over, that somebody lost their life, and then the hate people already got for DHS and ICE agents and stuff like that. I guess people just have a hard time calling a spade in this situation, because like for people on the left or Democrats, liberals, whatever the fuck you want to call them, this just fit too good into their narrative of why they saying all this shouldn't be going on, or what the president doing, or why all this is wrong in the first place. So I think they just let it get in the way of just telling the truth of what really happened, because a story like this just fit their narrative too much. It just fit their narrative too good to just not act like the ICE agents was wrong. I don't know if we could blame protests. I blame how they protest, but you got a right to protest. But I question what their real agenda is, and I question how they go about protesting. But as far as just protesting, it's your right. When a cop tell you to get out the car, you get out the car. Normal cop with drawn weapons all the time. The moment someone tries to use a vehicle as a weapon. You're right, Ella. I made the same point. It's really sad. I feel bad for the officer. I hope they don't reveal his identity. Well, I mean, you can't. I mean, they got his identity out there. I mean, I saw videos of people right at the camera in his face. I can't remember if he had the mask on. After he saw the camera, he put the mask on, but he walking off of the scene, from the scene. I mean, there's cameras everywhere out there. And there's a, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see this, but let me try to go to this on X, where Mercado basically threatened Cam and Nick Shirley. Let me try to find this on X. I was tagged in it. Hopefully y'all will be able to see it. My phone's so low, so you might not be able to hear it, but I don't know if you can read that. Could you see this? Hold on. Could you see that? Or you just want me to read it? You can't see it? Well, he said, I'm going to harass the fuck out of right-wing propagandists. They will have security, but security will have to earn their paycheck. We have to follow Nick Shirley and Cam Higbee around. They need to not be able to move without the entire country knowing where they are at. So that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Whether it's from the right or the left or the media or whatever the fuck. Like, basically, what the fuck is you calling for in that tweet? What are you saying? You saying they're going to have to have security, but security going to have to do their job? What I should have did is I already put it up on my PC, so I could have, I don't want to have to log into it. I mean, I read it. I could try to put it back in front of the camera. When I'm putting it in front of the camera, is it backwards? See, that's just him typing it, but it's actually a video of him saying it. I mean, I read what he said. I'll get better with all this, and already having everything put up that we're going to talk about or we're going to watch before I even start these live streams, but I just found out how to do this OBS studio stuff yesterday from City, so I found out how to go live through OBS studio, and I can cut down the stream and the microphone, all that from right here, and City showed me how to make this little setup where I'm down there, so I'm not doing it through YouTube no more, I'm doing it through OBS. So we'll look at the StreamYard or something like that and see what else we could do to make it a more pleasant stream. I don't like that dude either. I just don't understand what he calling for. I'm worried for Nick Sawyer out there. Somebody said Cam had put a tweet up, said he might be going to Minnesota. That's what I'm saying. So everybody just needs to be aware. That's what I be saying with Cam. When you go into these places and you know you're going wherever it's hot at and everything, you need to know what's going on. And you also need to dress like you know what's going on. Like, you just coming up in a sweater and some pants and a hat. Like, what the fuck you think you're doing? What you think you're doing? Everybody in danger. Okay, the tweet we just read was about 2 people on the right. But don't get it confused about what's going on. This type of shit puts everybody in danger. Even me and you, who probably ain't got shit to do with it, who ain't even in Minnesota. But if we done had a conversation with certain people and certain people know us and know our beliefs and know what we believe in, you can be in danger. Can't share a tier 1 security detail in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, you can't decide to do this type of work and know the way people feel about you, and you get the best equipment, you get the best of everything, and the one thing you skimping out on is fucking security. I'd rather have a camera that can go 4K and all it's catching is me getting my ass whooped. Like, nah, you probably be out there with goggles, gas mask, whatever the fuck you could have. I gotta watch this same video right here. I talk too much, y'all.
What a complete and total moron. And then you have Governor Tim Walz, who is perhaps the biggest dumbass in the entire country. It's like, dude, take a hint. Nobody wants you.
ain't
Dude,
telling
your
me
own
what to do,
party
but you free to make
pushed you to
suggestions.
drop
I'll
out of the
never-
election. Republicans hate you.
Might get
Democrats
mad or
hate
taking
you.
it as you
Even
trying to tell me what to
even
do or something like that.
Somalis
I'll never
hate you
do
at this
that.
point. He's down bad. He comes out today, half hour ago. He says, "I've seen the video. Do not believe the ICE propaganda machine. The state will ensure there is a fair and expeditious investigation to ensure accountability and justice." Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, about an hour ago, they held a press conference, and he said that this was not an act of self-defense on the part of the ICE officer. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, an hour ago, he said that this ICE officer just started shooting for no reason. There was no reason. He just decided to kill an innocent person. Absolutely insane. What do we have here?
It was
But
definitely
it would
open mic.
appear, we'll see what the investigation reveals, that the shot came from in front of the vehicle. Just get your thoughts now on what we know so far.
Uh-oh. If the shot, I mean, we already know this. We've all seen how this transpired from 3 different angles. We all know exactly what happened, but
we
this
know
is
that
just
she
further
only got
proof.
shot once.
From a legal perspective, but it...
Truly just astounding. Okay, folks, I'm going to find some more updates for you guys. Okay, well, actually, never mind, because they are on commercial break right now. All right, stay with me here, folks. You know, I wonder if I can find... Let me just quickly do this. Can I find Minneapolis Live on the ground? Minneapolis Live.
Wall sneeze, Jeff.
Got a live feed, aerial footage too.
Is there something else we need to watch in this clip, or something else we're trying to see before I go try to find what Tim Wall said?
Control and keeping property and lives.
Yeah, I don't think ICE is even here anymore. This is all local PD.
What's happening? We've also been told that Governor Walz will hold a press conference at 2:15. Of course, we will take that to you live.
That's a half hour from now.
We have a reporter Leon Purvis on the ground there at the scene at 34th in Portland. And Leon, you have a witness with you, right?
Yes, here I have with me Trevor Heitkamp. You witnessed the crash and the shooting this morning.
Yeah, that's correct.
Walk us through. Tell our viewers, what did you see?
So I woke up, stepped outside of my house to smoke a cigarette. I heard commotion from about a half a block away. I walked towards the scene, and there was a maroon Honda kind of sideways in the road. And people were shouting move your car, you're obstructing the road. And the car began to back up and then pull forward at maybe 2 miles an hour. And then someone started to shout, "No, no." And then a moment later, 4 or 5 shots were fired into the vehicle.
3.
And at that point, I believe the person's foot hit the gas pedal pretty hard, and then it crashed into the nearest car on the opposite side of the street. And
see, that'd be the problem, bro. And I don't really want to. It's like he's saying what he saw, but he catering the story to benefit the person who was unalive. So he phrasing the story like people was telling her to move, and then when she went to move, slowly went to move, then she was fired upon. That ain't what happened. And we know that ain't what happened because we just watched the video ourselves several times. At the point where she tried to move the car, she was instructed to get out of the car. The time for you to move the car like you was asked beforehand was over. I mean, you had the agent hand on the door handle trying to open it. So at that point, she had no business trying to pull off at that point. She had no business trying to do that at that point, because that's why you got to be careful, because mostly the witness is going to be protesters, you know? So you could just tell how he telling the story. You can't listen to nobody like this.
And then after that, the surviving passenger got out of the car, covered in blood.
There was a passenger.
And
wow, it was a passenger?
Man on the street claimed to be a doctor and was shouting, "I'm a physician, I'm a doctor, allow me to provide emergency medical, care." The ICE agents who were there said no.
No, they should
back,
say no.
Get on the sidewalk.
That's another thing. They should say no. And I know it might sound harsh, or it might sound like, oh, why wouldn't you let the physician try to help him? First of all, nobody even know if you're really a physician. And if somebody just got shot like that, they should just follow standard protocol and call who they need to call and try to get first responders out there and get us some help. But they gonna tell the story and just make it like it was a hospital right down the damn street and somebody came out with a full stretcher and full doctor gear on with a PhD shit on them, and the ICE agent just said, no, fuck this bitch, she finna gone on. Like, it's no way they should let that physician do nothing. There's no way they should do that. And then if you do something like that, and then she still lose her life, I think that even gets spent like, oh, and then they let a makeshift doctor or anybody who just said they was a physician work on her, and nobody should have touched her, and they should have just called for help. You can't win in these goddamn situations with how our country is just fighting and playing the blame game. No matter what you do, you wrong. No matter what happened, they're going to be labeled as wrong from people who got different beliefs. But in my opinion, when it comes to these type of situations, Democrat, Republican, right, left, none of that shit should matter. None of that shit matter. Only thing should matter is what happened. We shouldn't just be coming out trying to spin stories and spin narratives to make one side or the other look wrong. Hell no. Let's just discuss what happened. Let's just, if whoever was in the wrong, let's just all say that. Because ain't nothing wrong with saying it. That don't make you no less of a Democrat. That don't make you no less of a Republican. It actually should make you a better of either one of them. The select few who will come out and just tell the goddamn truth. Thank God this video. Oh shit, they'll probably already be rioting all over the goddamn country. And it still might be riot. Need to go back to the days when if you lie, you get smacked. Jesus. Like, this dude right here who they interviewing, these regular people just don't be realizing what they doing. You know, they already mad, they already angry, they already got their beliefs, they already feel like they've been getting did wrong before something like this even happened. So they get to spending these narratives and putting out all this bad information, in my opinion, and what's in the streets get called selective politicking. It just don't help nothing. I mean, you get your little 15 seconds on TV, you get on a little YouTube video or some shit like that, but it be people like this witness right here who getting interviewed who think they help it so much and think they so righteous and think they on the right side of history, as these motherfuckers like to say, doing shit like this and fucking history up. Like, I don't know.
And while that was happening, a different agent was shouting, "No pulse, no pulse." Within 2 minutes, emergency medical ambulances were here. They couldn't get in from the north side, so they got in from the east, parked around the corner, and I saw 2 ICE agents, presumably ICE agents, carry the body from the vehicle halfway down the block and around the corner to where the ambulance was, where the body was given CPR and then taken away.
Now, you mentioned you live around here. That was pretty gruesome to see.
Yeah, it was. This was maybe 4 or 5 houses down from where I live.
And what's your reaction to all this? Because you're filming this in real time.
Yeah, I started filming immediately once I got to the scene, because that's what they say you're supposed to do when this kind of thing happens. And within 30 seconds of me filming, the shots were fired. And this person died for what I believe was no reason other than a minor inconvenience and imagined fear.
People are already so fucking angry that that's all it takes. All they need to hear is somebody like him. who just tell the story in a way that it fit what they believe or fit their narrative or whatever you want to call it. Like, this can be enough right here to set the next person off, to put the next person in danger, to make the next person feel like, oh, I got to do something. I got to go stand up and do something. Oh, they just taking us out, kidnapping our neighbors, all that type of thing. That's all it takes. People just be looking for something that's, I'm not wrong. If I went out there and did something just as tragic or just as bad, I ain't wrong, because look what they did to this lady. They ain't care about this poor little lady. But the truth not getting told about what the fuck happened in this video. The truth ain't being getting told about it. You need to tell the truth, or say you don't know, or just shut the fuck up altogether. And it makes you wonder about the left. Like, how much do y'all really begin to fuck what happened to people in these situations, whatever's going on in our country right now? Because it seems like, it be seeming to me as if they don't even really give a fuck about what happened to this lady. It's just all political theater for them. Pointing the finger at Republicans, pointing the finger at Trump, and whatever the fuck it is that they got a problem with, more than focusing on what happened and why it happened. It's almost like we can't come out and admit that the lady was in the wrong, or it just looked bad on us, or it looked like what Trump doing is right. And this is how shit get thought about. These are the perspectives they look at shit at. Like, I don't know, it's just stupid as fuck. In my opinion, they don't give a fuck about what happened to the lady. Their goal is to make sure, or to spread the word that it was ICE's fault. It was DHS fault. By way of Donald Trump.
What do you make?
Really?
Traumatized.
We're working on getting.
I know you messed up. Yeah, they can spin it to divide, right? That's one of my biggest problems with all this shit. I can't stand that shit. I can't stand that shit. You would think they would have been putting more energy into try to find this lady name out, find this lady family, and now somebody saying it was a passenger. Let me skip forward. Find a damn passenger, make sure they ain't hit or they ain't okay. I'm gonna run in front of the camera before they got any type of details and shit. Walls probably feel like he needs something like this with how this fucking fraud shit just came down. When he coming out? Damn, I think he the president. Is that him? There go the sound language lady. Oh, that was her. She's standing there looking like a damn guy. Damn, bring your old ass outside.
Public Safety Commissioner Bob Jacobson, Colonel Schaefer of the Minnesota National Guard, and Colonel Bogojevic of the Minnesota State Patrol. This morning we learned that an ICE officer shot and killed someone in Minneapolis. My deepest condolences to the family, to the loved ones who had to learn about this tragic event on national.
Look how he started off. This man started right off. This morning we learned that an ICE agent shot and unalived somebody in Minneapolis. No context, no details, none. Already pointing the finger, already making it sound bad, already making it sound like a M, other than a justified shooting. That's why your big, no hair in the middle having ass need to go and get the fuck on. That's why it be That's why it'd be hard to feel bad for a motherfucker like him with all the Somalian fraud or whatever, whether the shit true or not, or they running his ass up. It'd be hard to feel bad for somebody like him. That's the same thing with the president of Venezuela. I don't give no fuck why they came over there and got you. I don't give no fuck if they violated your rights coming over there to get you. I don't give a fuck if Congress ain't approved what they did to come over there and get you. That's what you get. You a bad person. That's what the fuck you get. You don't deserve the shit you asking for. I'm not finna be out here hollering and crying about Maduro, whatever the fuck his name. I ain't finna be crying about that motherfucker. Tell the judge. I don't give a fuck. Then you got like socialists and shit who want everything in the damn country to be free and all this shit, but it's such a bad thing if a motherfucker trying to get over there and get some oil. You want money or not? You want help or not? War ain't pretty, man. Conflict ain't pretty, man. We don't owe Venezuela shit. This how shit go when you get to talking about these country-on-country conflicts or whatever. Where is the fucking oil? Cut us in to cut it out. This type of shit been happening forever, from a street level to government level to whatever. This how shit be. This how war be. Ain't shit pretty about this shit. If y'all think war we done been in, all the shit that we been doing and all the people we done captured or unalived or whatever, if you think we did it all by the book, you just fooling your goddamn self. Any president, not just Trump. If you think we just going over here to get these motherfuckers like Pablo Escobar and shit like this, Saddam Hussein, somebody who don't play by the rules at all and gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do, if you think the right way to catch them is acting like Batman and you in Gotham City, you just fooling your motherfucking self. This shit is called war for a reason. Why the fuck is the people in America protesting about it and the people in Venezuela fucking dancing about it? You can't make this shit up. Why the fuck you mad and the people in the very country that he rule ain't mad? What the fuck is you mad for? Oh, cause your ass mad about everything. This the perfect opportunity for your ass to go to Venezuela. Finally found your exit. This your stop. Get the fuck on. Ain't nobody crying for that motherfucker or his wife. Not me. You thought this shit was sweet. And motherfuckers came and got up with your ass. This is war. This is what it is. Respect us or fuck around and find out. Why we gotta be so nice to everybody? So everybody can think we a fucking joke like they think now? It's time to show these motherfuckers. And I'm not just saying like get to taking out a bunch of innocents or be Russia or North Korea or no shit like that. But, bro, we're a superpower for a reason. And we help a lot of motherfuckers and we do shit for a lot of motherfuckers, bro. And when it's time, the motherfuckers say like Venezuela got some oil or some shit like that, but y'all want to fuck with Russia with it and not us. Motherfucker, we was standing on top of you and Russia. Well, he found out it ain't war real quick because it was over before it started. But it seemed like that's what these motherfuckers be thinking in their head, that they can compete in some way. Ain't no rules in war. And if you ever been in any type of war on any type of level, even at a street level, you know that. Ain't nobody giving you no heads up. The element of surprise is every fucking thing when you're talking about war. When you're talking about doing something like what America just did. That's how you do that. With the element of surprise. I know you're supposed to ask Congress or whatever, but when this man get on TV and say Congress got leaks, don't sit there and act like you don't know that shit true, cause you might be a Democrat or some shit like that. If they sit there and run that shit past Congress first, that man find out before we can make the move. That's just where our country at right now. That's the sad part about it. The Democrats who would have found out that information, it's a good fucking chance they leak it. But the narrative is going to get spent like, oh, this man think he a king. This man think he ain't got to listen to Congress. But regardless of how you look at Trump and whatever, you American, whoever you is, you can have your opinion. Congress needs to be getting a lot of flack for the shit that be going on too. They don't do their fucking job. The shit like two different groups. Do what's best for the country. Nobody got to sit up and feel sorry for y'all and all. We shouldn't do that to y'all. Man, ain't nothing wrong with going over there and doing that shit because it's going to benefit America. You want it to be America first or not. That shit can generate money for America. I am an American. If it going to help us, it going to make shit easier for us, going to put more money in our pockets and shit like that, you won't catch me crying for them motherfuckers. And I don't hate them. I ain't racist towards them. I ain't got nothing against them. I'm just for America. This just the mic on my PC. This ain't. I don't have one of my microphones in. It's just a standard mic that come on this computer. I charge up my regular microphones, and next time we do this, I'll just make sure I got one of them mics. Just cut y'all volume up if you had to. Maybe because this PC is sitting on my legs and I get to move my legs and stuff like that. I don't know, y'all. One step at a time. Do I need to start putting stuff on the Amazon wish list again? Y'all got a lot of suggestions. I need to put that stuff on my Amazon wish list. Oh, I'll do that. It's not a fan on in here. You hear a fan? It's no fan in here. Yeah, so that's picking up the fan. Not a fan. To be honest, I could barely see you. I'm not trying to be racist. I don't think you're trying to be racist. I'm dark. This is what I'm saying with our country, and I appreciate you going far enough to say you ain't racist, but that's the country we living in, that you got to say that. So for me to just sit here and act like I don't know I'm dark and the light in here ain't the best, so it might be hard for you to see me, but you damn near got to walk on eggshells saying it to me, because I might get offended, like I don't know what the fuck you mean, or like I just woke up today and seeing myself for the first time and don't know I'm dark as hell. That's the fucking thing. This a gaming, I mean, this a laptop. This a gaming laptop. This a PC laptop. Alright, look, I'm just getting into all this shit. Let me start the video back. I don't cry for people like dude in Venezuela though. Hell your damn court, motherfucker. You still in our courtroom. I'm the president of this. Shut the fuck up. You still ain't learned. Shut the fuck up. You still think you some big badass. You still ain't fucking learned. And you already been stepped on. Save your wife. The reality of it is you cooked. You ain't the president of shit. You ain't the president of shit. Yo scary, I don't know what I can say on YouTube no more. Yo scary ass need to be trying to save your wife. You done. I'm finna turn up. Can you turn the volume up on the video? Yeah, I can. You need to do the honorable thing and save your motherfucking wife. Or your ass need to be trying to meet with Pam Bundy, Blanche, Todd Blanche, you need to be trying to meet with somebody and get to the meat and potatoes of the shit. I will cut y'all in on the oil. Use your fucking brain. All that tough shit. I'm a decent man. No, the fuck you ain't. No, the fuck you ain't. People ain't out here protesting for you because they think you a good person who got did wrong. People out here protesting because they hate Donald Trump. They don't give a fuck what he do. It don't matter what he did. That motherfucker could have went over there and took Osama bin Laden in the middle of the night, and motherfuckers would have been in the street protesting saying, why you ain't talk to Congress? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Get them motherfucker term limits. Who gives a flying fuck? A bad dude off the street, I don't want to be crying for your motherfucking ass. And now I'm going to protests, and because America done went over here and got this motherfucker from Venezuela in the middle of the night, we got motherfuckers out here stomping American flag over and over and over, just using the flag like a fucking rug. When in my opinion, we did a good thing. And then talking about, oh, we against any state, we against any government, but it's 5 more motherfucking flags out here in perfect condition. But the only flag on the ground and all muddy is the very flag that represents the land we standing on. War is not pretty. It's the same thing with all this stolen land talk. No, it's a difference between your land getting stolen and your land getting conquered. The fuck? Do you think if any other country thought they had the army or the ability or the machinery to take America from us, you don't think they'll do it? You don't think they'll do it? Your land wasn't stolen. Respectfully. Because I got nothing against no people, no race, nobody. Your land was conquered. You lost. And you still here, free, raising families, doing what you want to do, still looked at as an American citizen, and you still mad about shit that happened 500 years ago. And I ain't really saying you shouldn't be mad. Because there's some shit about slavery that still bothers me. And in certain situations where I still can get mad. But the whole stolen land, get off my land shit, it's just better shit you can be using your breath for. You lost. It would have been the same thing if we would have lost. And maybe we all would be over here speaking Spanish or, and I don't have nothing against nobody. But I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. It'll be the same thing if y'all would have won. Maybe we all would be considered Spanish people or indigenous people or whatever the case may be. You lost. One shit stolen. You lost. War ain't pretty. Ain't nobody following no rules in war, man. Y'all know that. Come on, bro. When that shit really get cracking, when that shit really on, like, come on, bro. Y'all get confused watching Batman. If the Batman story was true, Batman would never be able to do shit with nobody like Joker. If that was a true story, and peaceful ass Batman was going against somebody who don't give a fuck about nothing like Joker, in real life, Batman will never win. Quit getting caught up in the motherfucking childhood stories. The good guy always win in cartoons. That ain't how real life work. That ain't how real life work. How you gonna catch somebody who breaking all the damn rules by following all the damn rules? What? And it be our own citizens, our own people, trying to hold us to rules and certain standards and stuff, and we going after terrible ass people, bad ass people. I think we need to see what happened before too. I'd like to see that. Yeah. I wish we can see it like 20, 30 minutes before she put up, 10 minutes before she put up type of thing, and really get more context. I agree with that, Ms. Boff. Travis told him he could head out there. Nick asking for security. Look, they already on Nick ass. Nick, you just had a viral ass story. You doing good. That shit still circulating, making all the rounds. You doing interview. Sit your ass down. You talking about Nick Shirley? People better be careful, bro. Motherfucker gonna need the Secret Service in a minute talking about security. Shit. A lot of security guards, that's just a job. You better make sure you got a security guard with you who gonna put his life on the line if somebody try to do something to you. Oh, Nick Sorter, okay. No, to the girl for driving on. Don't try to say words out violent because they think words out violent. They say it because then they think they can justify being violent. I like that. That's true. Nick Shirley should go hide for a little while. He's definitely not safe. I think he should go hide too. Just let shit simmer down. Tensions are high, y'all. You missed a lot. We have already seen the angle of the ICE agent. Yeah, she's saying she want to see it like before that whole situation developed. She want to see it like 20 minutes before, 10, 20 minutes before any of that happened, just to get more context. More contact. See how the lady came into the situation. What was she doing? Maybe if we could see when the ICE agent car got stopped or when he got stuck on the ice. Or maybe we could just see all them little details and just get a little more context out of it. That's what she's saying. Y'all see her talking. That's cool. In context, she inferred in the ICE agent. She mentioned that someone tried to grab her door and get out the car. If that's what I think it is, I don't like that dude. At least 5-10 minutes beforehand, y'all see what you're saying. I need to unhook my phone from this PC. Hold on, let me start this video. I gotta text City and tell him I'm on stream. He probably watching it.
That the Trump
City, if you watching, I just don't want to answer my phone on stream. Hold on.
Threat to our public safety.
Oh, let me cut the video up. I'm sorry now.
Just yesterday, I said exactly that. What we're seeing is the consequences of governance designed to generate fear, headlines, and conflict. It's governing by reality TV. And today that recklessness cost someone their life.
Listen to this.
I've reached out to Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, and I'm waiting to hear back. Let me be clear. Donald Trump and his administration may not care much about Minnesota. That's been pretty evident. But we love this state. We won't let them tear us apart. We'll not turn against each other. To Minnesotans, I say this. I feel your anger. I'm angry. They want a show. We can't give it to them. We cannot. If you protest and express your First Amendment rights, please do so peacefully as you always do. We can't give them what they want.
See, that's what I don't like. That
the hearts
they
and
talking
minds of
about
the
he
people in
ain't
this
calling
state
for
are on our
violence.
side.
Shit, nah. Reading between the lines of that shit, it sound like he is. Can't get what they want and all this shit. Just always blaming other people, bro. You the governor of this state. Your bald head, four-eyed ass got a responsibility to come your ass out here and stick to the fucking facts, bro. Stick to the facts. Just coming out here blaming. Got the motherfucking sign language lady looking crazy trying to keep up with this bullshit. Give who what they want. I mean, for saying the video, it's like she tried to run him over with the car and then he fired 3 rounds. Unfortunately, one was fatal and this lady got unalive. So, given who would they want? Because when you say shit like that, it just makes it sound like that this what the ICE agent wanted, or this was his intentions the whole time, or this all they here for, and like that shit just sounds stupid. That's why I hope all that fraud shit true, and I hope your ass was really caught up in that shit, and I hope your old
To
ass
Americans,
end up.
I ask you
Ooh,
this.
lucky,
Please stand with Minneapolis.
You lucky I ain't gonna even finish that.
To
Shut your
Minnesotans,
ass up.
know that our administration is going to stop at nothing to seek accountability and justice. The State Bureau of Criminal Apprehension are working on the investigation.
37-year-old
We have activated the State Emergency Operations
going to
Center.
riot tonight for
State
sure.
Patrol and
Against
Minnesota
President
National
Howard
Guard
Biden
leadership
in
is
Chicago.
connected with the Minneapolis Police Department, the St. Paul Police Department, Hennepin County Sheriff's Office, the DNR, and Minnesota's Homeland Security and Emergency Management. We have activated dozens of members of the State Patrol's mobile response team. And from here on, I have a very simple message. We do not need any further help from the federal government. To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough. There's
That's a
nothing more
blame
important than
game. There
Minnesota
you
safety.
go.
I've issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota
There you
National
go,
Guard.
bro.
We have soldiers in training and prepared to be deployed if necessary.
Just because you don't like, and look, he finna say the dumb shit somebody said in the comment. Just because you don't like ICE being there or whatever, that don't mean that you watch this video and you clearly see what happened and you still take it as an opportunity to come out here and throw shade at Kristi Noem and Donald Trump. This ain't the time for it. I know much as you would like to do it, much as you want to do it, it's damn near all you want to do. In this moment, after watching that fucking video, which I assume you did as the governor of Minnesota, how the fuck do you still walk out here and phrase this stuff like you phrasing to say what you're saying? We don't need no more help from the federal government. What happened with this incident is not the federal government fault. It's not even the ICE agent fault who pulled the damn trigger. It's the hard truth that you don't want to say. It's the lady fault who lost her life. Unfortunately and respectfully, this is her fault. And as a governor of any state, a politician of any kind, you should say that shit. Because it's important to say that shit because tensions are high and people are riled up on both sides. And saying shit how you saying it and the way you saying it can lead to more people getting hurt, you fucking asshole. That's the reality of it. I don't get where the fuck these politicians' head be at. How the fuck these people even get into office, into power, or any fucking thing? It's easy as hell for me to believe that you had shit to do with that fraud shit now. Because you coming off as dumb as fuck. One-sided as fuck. Somebody who only care about itself. So why wouldn't I believe you would do some shit like that? Wow, for real? Anybody who watching this stream need to just make so go all the way.
Order is a heads up for
I don't know if you just want to watch it from behind, but it seems like
National Guard troops.
some people is watching
They're
it.
teachers in your community.
From
they're
certain
business
comments, it
owners,
seems like
they're
certain people is
construction
watching
professionals.
it from
They
behind.
are Minnesotans.
Make sure you pull the
Minnesota
line
will
all the
not
way
allow
over
our
and make
community
sure
to
it's
be
live.
used as a prop in a national political fight.
And
We will
once
not
it, they
take the
just
bait.
moved there and
We will
they had
continue to
6-year-old
update you,
in
Minnesota,
school
as
at
we
the
get more
time.
information.
So
Now I'd
three
like to turn
kids
it
I
over to
think they
Commissioner
had.
Bob Jacobson of the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
If she had just minded her own business, she would still be alive. It's not protesting, just work for federal. I don't think they was doing no investigation, but you still right on point with what you're saying.
As the governor mentioned,
You know
my name is
what I'm
Bob
saying? And
Jacobson. It is my honor to
You were
serve
buffing
as the
for a minute.
commissioner of the Minnesota
And then
Department
when
of
she
Public Safety. First of all, I want to acknowledge the reason that we are all here.
I don't think so, BC. Not from the
Loss of
source who
life is
told
not
me. That's from
anything
somebody
anyone
really behind.
would ever want. We fully
I forgot what I
expect
was
that the
gonna say.
community will want to peacefully demonstrate their anger or frustration. Minnesota residents and visitors have the right to peacefully demonstrate. We recognize
just
that
left when she
demonstrations
was
are
getting
often
orders
driven
to
by strong
leave.
emotions,
No, right.
beliefs,
Some of this
certainly a
shit
desire to be heard.
against everyone or something.
Our
I
role
already know.
is to help ensure everyone can express themselves without anyone
It's just,
getting
I
hurt.
don't know.
The Minnesota Department of Public Safety's role through the Minnesota State Patrol is to ensure safety, protect constitutional rights, keep roads accessible, and above all, to prevent harm. Our top priority is public safety. Our focus is keeping demonstrators, community members, drivers, and law enforcement safe.
And we have all sorts of people here. And continuing our audio check. This is our sound check. What's the height? Okay, perfect. All right. Yes, we can turn it up. Stand by.
Pause.
Check 1, 2, audio check. Levels coming up.
Okay, Ella.
1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Good. That's what you get.
I'm not necessarily saying what you're saying is wrong, cause you ain't wrong, but her stupid actions, and it just sound harsh, but I mean that's kind of what happened. Like it probably would have had the same effect if you just said, and cause of her actions, now her kids and finish it. I ain't trying to tell you what to say, but I mean the lady done passed on now. We are living in the 60s. I wish we was living in the 60s. Bro, you need a soft light source from behind the camera. We can't really see your face. I know that. I just got to get one of them. Let me see if I can fix it with the light in my apartment. Hold on. Let me try to cut more lights on. Let me try to turn these lights the other way. Point the lights on my oh shit. I don't know if that's better, but that's the best I could do it. Sit under a light. I am sitting under a light, Miss Boss. I just turned the lights all towards me. My vision is blurry, so I hope y'all appreciate it. I could barely read the chat, flashing them lights in my face. I know it's harsh, but blocking the road on purpose is still stupid. I'm saying what you're saying is right, Ella. I'm just sympathizing with her being, with her losing her life, but I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. Or you could spend money on lighting, which is about $200. What was the first suggestion? You could buy a regular light bulb and stick the white wax paper 1212 about 9 inches from the bulb. I'm just gonna buy one of them little circle lights. That's better though than I turned the lights like I turned them. What is it? I'm going to go back completely unrelated to the situation, but because she doesn't like ice, she decided to block the road. Ice has to dance around her for safety. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just wish you wouldn't. I wish you wouldn't say it's stupid, but I'm not even telling you you can't say stupid. But that's just how I felt about it. The lady was wrong. Ultimately, what she did was stupid. It's just now that she done lost her life, I just don't think it was necessary to say it was stupid. But I ain't telling you you can't. So then the road would be even more blocked. But I guess the evidence for her couldn't get to her because what she did for safety. Ella. It become a domino effect. You absolutely right. It's dominoing. Jay take donations. I'm gonna get my Amazon wish list back going. I ain't gonna lie though, but when I hit the Amazon wish list, y'all amazing. I got so much stuff. Probably time for me to buy some stuff myself. I mean, as far as my YouTube channel, everything I got, y'all bought it except my phone. I ain't buying none of this other stuff. That should be way brighter though. I mean, I can even see myself way better. Much better, Maury, thank you. Wonder if she was here legally. Yeah, they said she was a United States citizen. They said that. I take donations as well. Y'all killing me. The danger of traffic stop for police officers particularly when as where the driver pulls away in the midst of the stop. I said that in the beginning of this stream. If you do what she did to CPD, your ass gonna get shot 50 times. If you do the exact thing she did to Chicago police, your ass is gonna be unrecognizable, and so is that vehicle. It ain't gonna be a window left in that vehicle if you do that. This ain't just no ICE thing or no DHS Homeland Security thing. It's a law enforcement thing. So it's eye level. Need a desk to sit the laptop on. It is. It is something I could sit it on. But the only way I got it on my lap is because I can't hear it. Look, we will get it all situated, y'all. I done had this laptop for 2 weeks, a week. I mean, the damn box I took it out of still sitting right there. I ain't even took it to the garbage. O-Block ain't shit. What the fuck does got to do with O-Block? You can always tell influencers who watches their own videos because they make changes throughout the course of months. We gonna get it together. She shouldn't have died. She shouldn't have had to die. I'm getting so tired of people not thinking before they make decisions that affect lives of other people, well as their own. Man, that's great, Ella. That's right. I mean, I guess everybody ain't really thinking about everybody else who was around the house. You know, bullets ain't got no name on them. Even the passenger could have got hit. I don't know why more of them protesters ain't mad at she basically put y'all ass in danger. Y'all lucky ain't no bullet come over there and hit y'all. Do you have something else to sit it on that's hype? Ms. Boss, you know you done fucked up, right? Stop. A driver speeding away from a traffic stop easily endangered bystanders and other drivers. This is true. I'm finna start the video back, Ms. Boss. I'm just keeping it on my lap for the same reason I just explained to you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Malt check. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's call it there. All right.
Y'all want to watch Don Lemon? Y'all want to see what Don Lemon's saying about it? Midas touch. Did you hear about somebody who got arrested? Where comment go? Who got arrested after bragging about collecting welfare? No.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. I want to start out by addressing the loss of life that we saw here in Minneapolis today. Any loss of life is a tragedy, and I think all of us can agree that in this situation it was preventable. I've spoken to the president today on the situation here on the ground. I also just got off the phone a little while ago with Governor Walz and spoke to him as well. I want to reiterate first with all of you the facts of what happened today. At 10:25 a.m. Central Time, Immigration and Customs Enforcement were carrying out lawful operations here in Minneapolis. Because of the adverse weather that Minneapolis has seen in recent snow, one of the vehicles became stuck and ensnared in the snow. Law enforcement were attempting to push out this vehicle, and when a mob of agitators that were harassing them all day began blocking them in, shouting at them, and impeding law enforcement operations. ICE officers and agents approached the vehicle of the...
with Ms. Boss, and we need to see what happened before the actual incident, because I ain't seen a lot of crowds coming up on the ICE agents and why the car was stuck and all that. I ain't saying it didn't happen, but we ain't see that in no videos. And from what it looked like they went on no mission at the time, and like they was coming to try to get somebody or got a warrant or no shit like that. It just looked like the vehicle got stuck. Yeah, I agree with Ms. Boss. We need to see the video before the incident take place, cause I ain't see what Chrissy just explained.
The individual in question, who was blocking the officers in with her vehicle, and she had been stalking and impeding their work all throughout the day. ICE agents repeatedly ordered her to get out of the car and to stop and instruct.
From what she's saying that this lady had been following ICE all day, blocking their vehicles in. City, I'm texting you. Hold on, y'all. I text you. Hello? What happened? She called you a bozo.
Obstructing law enforcement, but she refused to obey their commands. She then proceeded to weaponize her vehicle, and she attempted to run a law enforcement officer over. This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to agents, an act of domestic terrorism. The ICE officer, fearing for his life and the other officers around him and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training to save his own life and that of his colleagues. He was treated at a local hospital, has been released, and is now with family. I encourage the American people at this point in time to pray for him, but also to pray for the deceased's family and her loved ones. Today alone in this country, there have been 4 different domestic terrorist attacks on federal officers by the ramming of vehicles. 3 of them happened here in Minneapolis. We've seen over 100 of these vehicle rammings happen in just recent weeks, and this must stop. ICE alone is facing a 1,300% increase in assaults against them and an 8,000% increase in death threats against all of them. In fact, the very same officer who was attacked today had previously been dragged by an anti-ICE rioter who had rammed him with a car and drug him back in June. He sustained injuries at that time as well. And let me remind you why we're all here in this city today and why we've been here. In communities across this country and here in Minneapolis, we're just enforcing the laws that we have in this country. For years under President Biden, tens of millions of dangerous criminal illegal aliens, terrorists, and suspected terrorists were allowed to invade our country over our southern border.
Nobody want to hear about Biden no damn more. Yeah.
They were allowed to steal, to defraud, and to perpetuate violence against American citizens. Regardless of who your mayor or who your governor is, President Trump promised every single American that he would make America safe again. He promised every single American that he would work to protect them from dangerous criminals. Since Governor Walz has been in charge of Minnesota, we have seen homicides go up by over 50%. That's also during Mayor Frye's tenure as well. Since President Trump took office, Governor Walz has released over 470 violent criminals back onto the streets here in Minneapolis. He has another 680 of them still within his jurisdiction that he could give to us today to face the consequences for their crimes. Because Governor Walz and Mayor Frye refuse to protect Minnesotans, and instead they protect these criminals, that's why we are here. And we didn't just show up yesterday, we've always been here. But we're surging operations because of the dangerous situation we see in this country, and because we're no longer going to allow illegal criminals to damage and harm, to kill, to sexually abuse, to proliferate drugs, and to steal American taxpayers' dollars. This state has faced unprecedented immigration fraud. It's seen unprecedented benefit fraud. Individuals were allowed to come into this country and set up fake companies and fake nonprofits and divert billions of dollars away from American citizens and those vulnerable citizens who truly needed the services from those programs. This city has burned before, and your mayor and your governor let it happen. President Trump is not going to let that happen. He and our federal law enforcement officers are here to bring peace and to bring public safety and to ensure that criminal activity is stopped and that people who perpetuate it will face consequences. Since we have been here in recent weeks, we have arrested over 1,500 criminals off of the streets.
I'm finna go with City, and we finna I damn near don't even want to say I'm going on stream no more. How crazy these people be acting out to slap the shit out of somebody. But we finna go down here to Little Village. They finna have a protest at 7:30. So they finna go down here. I'll stream that when I get down there and see what's going on. See what people saying. Still do not know how it is possible to fake a business. I have to constantly respond to state, city, and Fed agents. Unless the government in on it with you. Pretty sure that'll make it easier. Jake tells City to talk to you in chat. City driving. He called me. I text him like I'm on stream. That's why I answered. He said he didn't get the text. When he called again, I answered. But he calling me, letting me know he finna go to the protest and do I want to be picked up. I'll always be careful. I love y'all. I'm gonna always be careful though. If I felt like y'all felt like far as worried, I wouldn't even go. But I don't really worry about stuff like that, cause I mean, if you doing something like this, everybody ain't gonna agree with you. Whether you on the right, on the left, in the middle, it always gonna be people who don't agree with you. So if you really care, or you really care about the country, you really care about what's going on, and you somebody who just want peace in the world like me, and want everybody to be able to like have conversations and talk and watch a video and see what they see and say what they see and shit like that, then you can't let none of this other shit scare you or stop you. That's what they trying to do. They don't like what I'm saying, they don't like what I'm doing, or they don't like who's supporting me, so they trying to scare me. Man, I am the bodyguard. I'm the bodyguard. Y'all forgot? I just picked up a camera. I'm literally the bodyguard. I'm about to change so much y'all forgot what I used to be. And I appreciate that, but maybe y'all need to watch some old videos. I ain't gonna get caught up in that. That way y'all see I don't even be as vocal as I used to be when I'm at these things. Cause I just try to, just try to be a journalist. And I should go get my press vest out the car. Y'all think I should get my press vest? Y'all think I should get my press vest? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to Jake. I mean, cause and then when we in Little Village and stuff like that, y'all, my neighborhood's so close. Where I come from, so close. Before Jake was Jake, I know before Jake was Jake News. Have not forgot but care about you and your safety. I know. I love y'all. Y'all want the press vest? I had to get it out of my car. You need a real vest in today's society. I know, right? Not the one, that 50-pound motherfucker. Damn. He ain't put up yet. I don't know what was going on with this stream yesterday. Well, it kept freezing and stuff. I'm ready to take this damn laptop back, but it worked good today. Y'all was buffering and shit. It was messing up. Look at the dude behind Christy Nome. What are you on? You're doing a great job, thank you. Biden got ice cream. Stop. Oh my God. Stop playing. Stop. 6 gun. Damn. Oh my God. Stop playing. Here and there was buffering. Not often. It was a good one though. Dude behind Christy looking like. Who is that? It looked like he got a hoop earring. That's what's throwing me out. Is that? Oh, no, that's probably the little mic in his ear. It's coming around like that. The wire look like a little hoop. I don't hear shit but sirens outside my apartment. What's going on? Seeing your face make me think of Siri joke, Jake. LOL. What joke? You've been having a lot of jokes lately. You know that? You've been on the roll. You've been on the real roll. I'm probably just finna end. Catch you later. Gotta bounce. Easy. I'm probably finna bounce myself. I'm just finna double check all this stuff. Make sure I got everything I need. So when I get out here, I can do what I need to do. I love y'all. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for watching me. I'll be back live in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. As soon as I get to the protest. Got the Siri jump you talking about? That's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool. Not cool. Alright, I'm gonna end it now. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a bit. I'll be back live in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. On my phone for a city. You calling my ass, so you don't leave mine. Phone already did. Jeez Louise. And yeah, don't be forgetting to donate to that, what it's called? Go Send Go. Give Send Go if y'all can. On the Jake News. I'm trying to get equipment. I don't even know how to really work that, but I got some donations to it, but I'm trying to get help with my equipment, so if anybody can, it will be greatly appreciated. What it is, Give Send Go. It's either under Derek Wilson or Jake News. Either way, if you do decide to donate and you go looking for it, you'll see the same Jake News logo that we use on this YouTube channel. So alright, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna end the chat. I'm gonna end the stream. Hey Jake, you ever eat Indian food? Nah, but I know I'm tired of saying on TikTok I want some. Damn, I was about to start some conversations. It's okay, finna be right back live. Finna go to a live protest. The conversation should be even better. I probably just won't be much as involved in it as I am right here doing the reaction. Did you say send go? Go sends go. Agreed. Go. Are you talking about like the Senators? Hockey? No, I'm a Blackhawks fan. It's called Give Send Go. Let me say this clearly. Give Send Go. I know what to do. 'Cause I'm a Blackhawks fan. There you go, right there in all caps. I should plan a cookout. My tiny ass apartment can't host many people though. Where you at? You be careful. I'm gonna be careful. I'm a Blackhawks fan. No, I don't really care nothing about the Senators. I want to update on where you're at with Bible study. I gotta get more into it. My whole thing went on. Maybe we need to start doing something like that on stream. What y'all think? I need help. I need help reading. I need help understanding. We whooped you last time. Man, we got like 6 Stanley Cups. You know what I'm saying? You talking about a little regular season win or something? Or we won 3 Stanley Cups in 6 years and 5 years or something. Like, you know, we really got that hardware. You know what I'm saying? We really was dominating. We was a dynasty in my lifetime. Good night. Ella, you going to bed? Ella, where you at? Come out. Good night. Red Wings. in the past. Still, I know damn well you ain't Red Wings. You a Blackhawks fan. Just like me. The hell? All right, I love y'all. I'm finna end the stream. I'll be right back live in a minute.